Time we're bringing you London, and we are in one of the most busiest streets, which is Regent Street. And keep watching this video and I'll show you all the top places to visit in London. Stay tuned, enjoy. Our journey today covers London, the capital of England and the United Kingdom, which is a 21st century city with history stretching back to Roman times. At its center stand the imposing Houses of Parliament, the iconic Big Ben, the London Bridge, as you can see here, and the Westminster Abbey, and some sites of British monarchs are some of the scenes that you will see across London. Across the Thames River, you will see the London Eye Observatory Wheel that provides panoramic views of the South Bank Cultural Complex and the entire city. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. There are so many things to do in London depending on your appetite for food, shopping, sports, art, and so much more. With the time we had, we managed to cover some of the most iconic points of interest and landmarks in London. As you can see, we began our journey straight from the Heathrow Airport and took the Elizabeth line to the iconic London Paddington Station, which is also known as Paddington Station. London Paddington Station is a central railway terminus and London Underground station complex, located on Parade Street in the Paddington area. The site has been the London terminus of services provided by the Great Western Railway and its successors since 1938. Fun fact, the children's book character, the Paddington Bear, was named after this station. There is also a giant Paddington Bear across from the station where you can take pictures with. We were staying around this area, so we took the Elizabeth line from London Heathrow straight to Paddington Station. Look at this magnificent station, which has an iconic dome that you definitely have to see when you visit this place. The beauty about this station is this connects both locally within London as well as you can take long distance trains to Wales and Scotland. There is also a taxi stand where we took our cab to the destination where we were staying at. So we stayed with our close family friends in the St. John's Wood area, where a lot of these iconic points of interest were actually walking distance from us, namely the Abbey Road Studios as well as the Lord's Cricket Ground. So we were in a central spot in London, and we are so thankful to our family and friends for having us stay at their place. The most iconic spots that was down the street was Abbey Road. This is where one of the famous album covers of Beatles was taken. Soho is an area of the City of Westminster, part of the West End of London. Originally a fashionable district for its aristocracy, it has been one of the main entertainment districts in the capital since 19th century. The name Soho first appears in the 17th century. The name is possibly derived from a former hunting cry. James Scott, the first Duke of Monmouth, used Soho as a rallying call for his men at the Battle of Sedgemoor on July 6, 1685. Soho has been reused by other entertainment and restaurant districts such as Soho, Hong Kong, Soho in Malaga. The New York City neighborhood of Soho, Manhattan also gets its name from its location of south of Houston Street, but it also has a reference to London's Soho. The Pittsburgh neighborhood of Uptown was also formerly called Soho, most likely having been named by its founder James Tustin after the London district, though it may refer to Soho, West Midlands. Next up, located at the heart of London's West End, is Regent Street. This is one of the world's most prestigious lifestyle destinations, famous for its flagship stores and international brands. Experience Regent Street, London's distinctive home for fashion, dining, wellness, and lifestyle. walking down Regent Street and shopping a lot, if you still have appetite for fine dining, definitely go check this place out called Veeraswamy. Situated in the prime location overlooking London's Regent Street, Veeraswamy has been an iconic institution serving classical Indian cuisine since 1926. Definitely a must visit if you're here. Next up, Piccadilly Circus, which is a road junction and public space of London's West End in the City of Westminster. It was built in 1819 to connect Regent Street with Piccadilly. In this context, a circus, a word from Latin meaning circle, which is a round open space at a street junction, was put together. In terms of train connectivity, the London Underground is located directly beneath Piccadilly Circus itself, and entrances at every corner. The phrase, "It's like Piccadilly Circus," is commonly used here in the UK to refer to a place or situation which is extremely busy with people. It is said that if a person who stays long enough at Piccadilly Circus will eventually bump into everyone they know. Probably because of this connection during World War II, Piccadilly Circus was one of the code names given to Allies' D-Day's invasion fleet assembly location in the English Channel. Piccadilly Circus was surrounded by illuminated advertising hoardings on buildings starting way back in 1908 with the Perrier sign. Coca-Cola has a sign at Piccadilly Circus since 1954. Some other iconic signs that you might see here are Hyundai Motors, McDonald's, Samsung, L'Oreal, and other big brands that you know of. Walking down Piccadilly, you'll come across a bookstore called Hatchards. Hatchards is an English bookshop claiming to be the oldest in the United Kingdom. Founded on Piccadilly in 1797 by John Hatchard. After one move, it has been at the same location on Piccadilly next to Fortnum and Mason since 1801. And the other two stores are also neighbors in St. Pancras railway station as of 2014. Walking down the street, you will come across so many of these pastry shops like Leto, Richaud, and other stores that serve amazing sweets and pastries and croissants. So do stop over and check it out. Next up, the London Eye. Experience London from a breathtaking perspective aboard the London Eye, Europe's tallest cantilevered Ferris wheel. Admire the stunning 360-degree views of the city's skyline from the comfort of a climate-controlled, high-tech glass capsule during a 30-minute ride. Enhance your visit with an immersive 4D experience that delves into the history of this iconic attraction. Do not miss the chance to capture unforgettable moments with Instagram-worthy photos on boarding the ramp into your capsule. Our tickets were included as part of our Hop On Hop Off tour, so we did not want to miss this experience. If you're in London and if you have time, do check views of London through the London Eye. The Houses of Parliament and the Elizabeth Tower, commonly known as Big Ben, are among London's most iconic landmarks and must-see London attractions. Technically, Big Ben is a name given to a massive bell inside the clock tower, which weighs more than 13 tons or 13,760 kilograms. The clock tower looks spectacular at night when the 4 clock faces illuminated. It stands more than 96 meters tall, 334 steps to climb up to the belfry, and 399 steps to the Ireton light at the very top of the tower. Do check this out if you're in London. Click a few pictures with this. It's an amazing sight to see. Right across from the Big Ben is the Palace of Westminster. It serves as a meeting place for both the House of the Commons and House of the Lords, the two Houses of Parliament of the United Kingdom, informally known as the Houses of Parliament. The Parliament lies on the north bank of the River Thames in the City of Westminster in central London, England. If schedules permit, you can actually tour the insides of the Palace of Westminster for about roughly $32 US. There are different types of tours available: English guided tours, multimedia tours, State Apartments of Speaker's House tour, and you can even go inside the Big Ben. For all these guided tours, I will add the links in the description for your convenience. And hey everyone, thanks for watching the video, and if you please like this video, do smash the like button, do hit subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for more such informative and travel videos. I really appreciate all your feedback and I'll continue improving my content. So stay tuned and continue this tour of London. There were portions of the tour where we considered taking the hop-on hop-off bus around London. This is actually a very cool tip that you can take, especially if you're traveling with kids. It's very difficult to go around with a stroller, and this was a very convenient way of traveling within the City of London. Next stop is Trafalgar Square. It's a public square in the City of Westminster, central London, established back in the 19th century, formerly known as the Charing Cross. The square's name commemorates the Battle of Trafalgar, the British naval victory in the Napoleon Wars over France and Spain that took place on October 21st, 1805, off the coast of Cape Trafalgar. The square has been primarily used for community gatherings, public demonstration, including the Bloody Sunday of 1887, the culmination of Aldermaston March, anti-war protests, and campaigns against climate change. A Christmas tree that has been donated to the square by Norway since 1987 is erected for 12 days before and after Christmas Day. The square is also a center for annual celebrations on New Year's Eve. Surrounding the square are the National Gallery on the north side and the St. Martin in the Fields Church to the east. Also on the east is the South Africa House, and facing across the square is Canada House. To the southwest of the mall, which leads towards Buckingham Palace via the Admiralty Arch, while Whitehall is to the south and Strand to the east. Charing Cross Road passes between the National Gallery and the church. London's underground Charing Cross station on the Northern and the Bakerloo lines has an exit in the square. The lines had separate station, to which Bakerloo line was once called Trafalgar Square, until they were linked and renamed in 1979 of the construction of the Jubilee line. Next on our list was Kensington Palace, which is also a royal residence that is set in Kensington Gardens in the royal borough of Kensington and Chelsea in the middle of London, England. When we had visited this back in April, unfortunately this was closed, but advice is, if this is open when you visit, definitely go check this beautiful place out. Next stop, Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace is a royal residence and the administrative headquarters of the monarch of the United Kingdom. Again located in the City of Westminster, the palace is often a center of state occasions and royal hospitality. This is usually a very crowded place. Best time to visit are usually early mornings or late evenings, but you can actually do a lot of things around the Buckingham Palace. You can actually visit the Queen's Gallery, you can actually go to the Royal Mews. There are a bunch of things that you can do around this place where you can actually go inside and learn a little bit about the history. The Queen's Gallery is a public art gallery of Buckingham Palace, the official residence of the British monarch in London. It exhibits some of the artwork from the royal collection on a rotational basis. Right about the time we visited, we were lucky enough to see the change of guard. The next location is an iconic one, especially for cricket fans. That is Lord's Cricket Ground, commonly known as Lord's, in St. John's Wood, London. Named after its founder, Thomas Lord, it is owned by the Marylebone Cricket Club, and it is home to the Middlesex County Cricket Club and the England and Wales Cricket Board. Lord's today is not on its original site. It is one of the three grounds that Lord established from 1787 to 1814. His first ground was Lord's Old Ground, and then it was a middle ground, and then it transitioned to where it is today. There is a full video covering about the history and the home of cricket in my other video that I'll link right in the description and on the right top corner. Go check that out. Next stop on the list is the Emirates Stadium, home of Arsenal since 2006, situated in North London. It has a current seated capacity of 60,704, making it the 5th largest football stadium in England by capacity. In a very competitive season, me and my family were very lucky enough to get tickets to watch Arsenal play live at the Emirates Stadium. We also did the stadium tour to get the full Arsenal experience. A dedicated video has been made for this particular experience, and you can see that in my description below, and I'll also tag it to the right hand corner of this video. Do check that out and drop in a like and give me a comment and give me feedback. I do know that there are a whole host of football clubs in London, so do comment and let me know which football club you support. And the last stop of this London tour for us was actually St. Pancras train station. So we were actually heading towards Amsterdam, so we did not fly out of London, we actually took the train. The whole experience of the Eurostar train will be covered in the following video, where we will exclusively cover the journey from London to Amsterdam. One fun fact at St. Pancras is across where you see King's Cross, that is where you will find the 9 3/4 platform from Harry Potter. So if you are a Harry Potter fan, go check that out before you go into the international terminal and don't make the same mistake as we did. So I hope you enjoyed this video and cover as many places that you visit in London in your trip, and do comment out other top places to visit in London, and I will make an informational video out of that. I hope you really liked this video. If you did, please drop in a like for this video and do subscribe and share with your friends. As we're ending this one, I did want to drop a bonus section for food lovers, especially focused on Indian food. 2 or 3 places that is a must visit in London. One of the restaurants that really stuck with me was Roti Chai. Roti Chai actually has 2 rooms. One is the street kitchen, where you get all the street charts inspired by the street hawkers, roadside cafes and railway stations from Mumbai and India. And the other one is dining. The dining is inspired by tandoori grills and regional specialties. So if you do visit London and if you like Indian food, definitely check this place out. The second one that's a really iconic place that I found in London was called Dishoom. Dishoom is actually an homage to the old Irani cafes of Bombay that have virtually disappeared, and to see a space of this sort in London was really, really cool. The menu is typically that you find in an Irani cafe, where you have some omelets, where you have some chai. The beauty about this is it is bottomless chai. So it's not bottomless mimosa, so you get unlimited chai as long as you eat there. So this is a really cool place. Do check that out, guys, and drop in your suggestions in the comment section below, and I will check them out. Cheering.
Yeah.
If you guys want to be on the...
Yeah. Oh, good.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers with a chai.
Cheers with the chai.